Hi guys, yeah, welcome back to the channel. Today we are coming to learn how to sew a bodysuit top. The material I'm working with is a light lace. It's a lycra lace. So we are coming to input the length of this blouse. The length of the blouse is 24 inches. I added 1 inch sewing allowance at the bottom part. So that's what I'm cutting there. Sorry. So I'll put that one aside. Now we'll cut the sleeve. Because it's a stretchy fabric, you put your the style we are cutting is the trendy sleeve with the flare at the wrist area. So that's the style of the sleeve. You input your around ham. My around ham is 14 inches. I input the exactly 14 inches. I didn't add any sewing allowance because the fabric is stretchy. So my sleeve length is 24 inches. We'll add the flare will be 5 inches. So we'll subtract 5 inches from the 24. So we'll get 19 inches. So we'll cut the sleeve length 19 inches. Then we cut the flare 5 inches. I hope I make sense. So I'm marking the sleeve 14 divided by 2 is 7. So that's what I've marked there. So I've shape my sleeve, then the bottom part I input 10 inches, the wrist side. So that's what I've marked there. So I'm now cutting the sleeve. If your fabric stretches a lot, please reduce your measurement by 2 inches. When you finish, you will get exact measurement of your body size. So you notch the shoulder area at the sleeve. So we are now coming to cut the flare. This is the remaining of the fabric. You fold it into 4, then you fold it again 8. You are cutting a full flare at the sleeve so that it will flow at the bottom part of your wrist. The length of the sleeve is 8 inches and the wideness is 8 inches and the length is 15 inches. So 15 double is 30 inches. So when you open it, the length is 30 inches and the wideness is 10 inches. So you fold it into 4, then you fold it again, it will be 8. The sleeve is a full flare, the wrist area is a full flare. So that's what I folded there. So we input the measurement. So the length of the flare is 6.5. So that's what I'm cutting. You curve it all around 6.5, 6.5, then you connect the line. So this is the 6.5. You can see the chalk there. So I'm cutting it, but it's like the fabric is thicker than the scissors I'm using. So I'll change the scissors. Yeah. So I'm cutting the flare now. So I finished cutting. Now we'll cut the wrist area measurement because it's you measure your wrist. Mine is 8 inches. So 8 inches, we'll cut 1 inch, exactly 1 inch at the wrist area. So that's your measurement for your wrist. So 1 inch. So this is it. I've cut my 8 inches at the wrist. I have exactly the same measurement I want. So this is it. So I'll sew the sleeve 1/2 inch at the side. Then I'll fix the flare at the bottom part before I attach it, or I fix the sleeve to the body. So I have the exact sleeve length I wanted. So now we are now coming to cut the bodies. Because it's a lycra material, the neck is the depth The width is 3 inches, the depth is 2 inches. I won't do it as a normal neckline because it stretches a lot. Then I'll slant my shoulder by 1 inch. Because it's a lycra material, I'll do the shoulder 14 inches because when it's 12, when you put in the sleeve anywhere, you get it exactly at your shoulder. You don't have to use your shoulder. Other than that, it will drop. So I use 14 inches as across back. Then I put my chest line. So that's what I'm marking there. Because it's a stretching material, we won't shape the side. I'll just mark my shoulder to waist. My shoulder to waist is 18 and a half, but because it's a lycra, I made it 17 inches, but I won't shape the waistline. So I'm shaping the bottom part. There's a excess fabric there. The side we won't shape it. We'll just cut it into two. When you sew it anywhere, the shape will come by itself because the material is a lycra material or it stretches. So we'll divide the side into two. After that, then we cut the front neckline. Then I'll take it to the machine and sew and bring it for us to see. So the neckline, the depth is 3 inches. I want the neck to be high. So I didn't go low too much. So that's what I'm marking. I'm cutting there. So when you finish, this is how it will look. So I'll take it to the machine. I'll join the shoulders by half an inch, the side half an inch, then I'll hem the bottom part 1 inch. Then I'll bring it for us to see. I use the same fabric for the piping at the neck area. So after that, then we fix our sleeve. So let me take it to the machine and sew it. So I finished sewing it. I've piped everything. You can see I've piped the neckline. I've hemmed the bottom part too. I've sewed the sides. The fabric is a little bit dirty, but when I finish, I will sew before using it. The blouse is for me. So this is the flare. I'll join the sleeve, the sides half an inch. Then I'll fix the flare at the wrist area. Then I'll bring it for us to fix it to the armhole. Then our top will be ready. So I've finished sewing the sleeve. So now we are coming to cut the armhole. Then I'll fix the sleeve. Then our top is ready. Because the fabric is a lycra lace, I will use 12 inches for my cross back. It stretches a lot, so when you wear it, it will be exactly at your shoulder. So I'm using 12 inches as my across back. So I'm cutting my around arm. So after that, I'm shaping the front side by half an inch so that I won't get a bulkiness at the armpit area. I hope I make sense. So you shape your armpits area, the front side, half an inch so that your sleeve side will lie down flat. So I'll finish facing there. So this is the finished look of the bodysuit. So you can try yours and see with your any lycra material of your choice. This is a lace lycra material. So this is the back view of the dress. You can see the long sleeves. There is a sleeve at the bottom, a flare at the bottom part or the wrist side of your top. See you in my next one. Bye bye.